This is Fearless Anderson running some more Division 2 for you. Today we are taking on the Redtail Hunter Challenge. All right, so we have a ton of stuff. Okay, there are 9 antennas that we have to deactivate in order. All right, the first one. All right, you'll notice my location by that cool graffiti. Up on the top of this building is an antenna. And you'll notice in the daytime especially, it's really easy, you'll see a blue wire coming from each antenna leading to a fuse box that you can disable. All right, so first one, let me show you close up and personal. McKinney and Vine. All right, keep that in mind. All right, so let's go ahead. All right, and you know it works when you hear the sound of a gun going off, or gunfire, or discharge firearm. All right, so the next one is behind a donut shop. I'm sorry, is in a parking lot up top. It's hard to explain, on water, and yeah. So we're just going to head north. It's going to have you running around all over the place, so just be prepared for that. That's okay. Take screenshots of each map if you need to. That's what I did. All right, so it's just north into Dumbo. You're going to head up the street, follow your guide. All right, so here's a cool thing. All right, now you're going to go up these stairs. You're going to loop around. There you go. Okay, so you'll notice gated area. All right, now most of you would have found this if you did your shade caches as well, so keep that in mind. You're going to jump the fence. Behind the vent system is a yellow box. You got to shoot that before you go up the ladder. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. All right, there's your antenna. Blue cable. Gates now open. And right here where you've got the devil police and the looter, disable the antenna. All right, so the next one is a little tricky. It's Washington and Plymouth behind the donut shop. All right, and it's not terribly far from you. All right, so Washington and Plymouth. It's going to be kind of like right here nestled in the middle of this. All right, so keep that in mind. Take your screenshot right there. Easier to take the control point. Fast travel. All right, so once you're there, just head towards the orange diamond. Kill any enemies if you need to. I tend to avoid them when I'm trying all this unless absolutely necessary. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to see a donut shack, right? Now, I noticed this earlier in the game, that it was just this random, like, very open building, but there was no way through. All right, doors shut. Okay, so you're going to go out, and if you're looking at it, you're going to hang a hard right and basically track all the way around the building. Okay, and it is a bit of a run, like I said. Avoiding any enemies if you want. This is not timed or anything, so that's okay. All right, so you come to this alleyway. Hop up on this, and you'll notice there's a little yellow box. Shoot the yellow box, and that opens the door to the exit of the donut shop. And now we're running back. As we're doing all this running backwards and forward, hit that like, hit that subscribe, join the Fearless family if you haven't already. Love to have you. All right, so running back to the donut shop. And inside we go. All right, once you're through the donut shop, you can do a little looting if you want. But here disable. There we go. Next one is on Front Street and York. It's a parking lot. All right, so let's pull this up. Now, you'll notice as you zoom in, Front Street and York right here. Okay, so you're looking at about right there on the actual map. You'll see why in a minute. Now, there are a few things you're going to have to do on this one that's a little more complicated than the others. All right, so exit the donut shop, look for cops, and then head on over. Now, you can totally avoid this supply drop or whatever activity is going on there. That's entirely up to you.
Detected.
I don't know why. Hey, leveled up. My cloak.
Access key detected.
Nice. Okay. I don't need it. I am heading
Supply drop
over here. Okay. So once you're in this area, which is occasionally various enemy activities, okay, so you're in this area, antenna is there. All right, you'll see a gate room here. You're going to run to the far side of the parking lot, hop up on this truck. A little bit of parkour action going on here. Parkour, 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 parkour. All right, so you'll come to this cool little picnic area. Someone even brought a guitar. Party foul. All right, so it's in this back corner here. Disable antenna. Awesome. To exit, all you got to do is go on over here, and there's a fast rope for you. All right, next. Number 5 is on York Street. It's going to be 3 yellow boxes. So let's go ahead and pull that up. And that's going to be in this general area, I believe. Damn. Okay. So we're just going to follow York Street until we see what we're looking for. That'll make it a little easier for me. And less boring for you. A lot of donut shops in this game. Okay, so we're on York Street. We're just going to keep on keeping on. I think it's up here. We'll find out in just a second if I'm right or wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Ooh, roofing maintenance key. Anyway, that's always interesting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the wrong area. Oops, sorry about that. I'll try to edit it out. I've only done it once. Alright, gonna keep on keeping. Here we are. Okay, so on York Street, in the corner, We'll zoom in right there. It's right underneath to the left of this manhole and the components right there. Okay. On what street again? York, and basically underneath the bridge. What is this? York and Adams. All right, so you'll see first yellow box there. You're going to move on around to the right of this whole garage area. And you're going to use this green truck to jump on up.
I'll kill you.
No, you won't. All right. So once you're up and safe, feel free, jump on up. All right, there are a couple things you're going to have to do here. There's the second yellow box, and the third is almost impossible to see with the naked eye. Okay, so you see this water tower to the right. There you go. Once it turns red, it's dead. Those three should open up the door. There you go. And here's the fuse box. Alrighty. So number 5. Oh yeah, no, that was number 5. Number 6, York and J, and it's through a red loading dock. Okay, so York and J. All right, that's going to be over in this general area. Not terribly far from where we are, but far enough to make things annoying. Doop, 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 doop. What up, peeps? Okay, so we are running and running and running. And yes, it's going to take you back to here. You're going to be going back and forth underneath this Dumbo for ridiculous amounts of time. For those of you who don't understand what Dumbo means, this is literally Dumbo, down under Manhattan Bridge overpass. So this is all Dumbo. That's why they call it that, just so you know. Okay, we are working our way over. Let's see if we can figure this out again. Okay, so what we're looking for is a red
Detected.
scaffolding and door. Of course, it's dark, so it's a little harder to see. Trying to remember. Oh yeah. Red loading dock. That's what we're looking for. Here we are. Okay, so let's zoom in, get you a better location than that. All right, so here we are, York Street and J, in this construction area. You're going to see there's the antenna, and if you look closely, you can actually follow the blue cable over here to the red loading zone. Disable the antenna. There you go, got a nice little sound. Okay, number 7. We are heading to Front Street across from the checkpoint. All right, and that's literally a block up, okay? And it's going to be right across the street. Can't mark it exactly because the control point automatically pulls you over. All right, almost done, don't worry. Okay, so this is where we'll find out if we got it right. Well, not quite, because we have a total of 9. This is probably the most complicated so far that I've had to figure out. So we're running, doing our thing. Shooting the baddies. Okay, so it's literally right across the street. Just gotta wind your way around. Oh, whoops. All right, so it is in this general area. You can orientate yourself. You see the control point in the background. Here's the antenna. There's the blue. Follow it around. Now it's going to pull you into this little area right here. All right, so if you see it from there, hop on over and disable the antenna. All right, next is water and bridge. Let's see if we can figure this out. Water and bridge, water and bridge. Where am I? There's bridge and water. Okay, so we're going to be in this general area over here. And I feel like it's like right there on the corner. So let's jog around. We're going to find it. Don't worry. Okay. Love the graffiti art that they push in this game too, by the way. It's really pretty. Kill that guy just to kill him. Okay. Now, yes, I'm sure I could speed this up, but I really want to see, A, how complicated, even with walkthroughs, this particular challenge can be. How easy it is to get lost, how easy it is to get disoriented. Okay, yep, I know I'm in the right area. Okie dokie. There's the antenna. All right, so water and bridge. The way to get up there, you're gonna have to get to the top. This one's kind of fun. There's also a comm nearby for those of you who haven't found it yet. All right, so you're gonna follow along this red scaffolding. All right, and whammo, that's easy. Disable the antenna. Sweet. Now, food for thought or a little extra. Okay, so if you hop on up here and follow this around, you can hop in through the window and there will be a comm right here. Okay, keep that in mind. And if you head into the bathroom, there's a turn valve right there. And it does some other things. Okay, so I'll let you figure out that if you haven't already solved that puzzle. But there's some stuff going on there. Okay. Next, the last one is Plymouth and J. Plymouth, so we just follow Plymouth. Oops. Plymouth and J. Not terribly far from the, actually we'll head over this way. Here we go. Not too far from the safe house, etc. All right. Let's get this done. See if we got it right. Plymouth and J. See if we can remember how to do this. Okay, Plymouth and J, here we are. Not completely familiar. Ooh, a lot of baddies over here. Take them out first.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
This is not where I meant to be, but could be worse. Let's kill some dudes. Alright, I'll rescue the hostage.
That was a tough one.
Here we go. Okay, so Plymouth and J. Plymouth and J. J and Plymouth. Alright, let's head back to the street. Just curious. Out of the way. Alright, trying to remember what it was I needed to do. I think it has something to do with hopping up here. I could totally be wrong though. Uh-oh. Think. Alright, so Plymouth. Plymouth and J. Let's zoom in here. Oh, no wonder. I'm one street wrong. Wondering why it didn't look familiar. Okay, let's figure this out. I am racking my brain trying to remember exactly what it was I needed to do, but we'll figure it out, don't worry. Alright, not seeing the antenna. Trying to recall. Okay, so this is Plymouth and J, so I'm going to go ahead and think that I was in the right spot and just didn't realize it because I was being stupid. So let's see what we got. All right, I am just not seeing it. Nope, definitely not something I went through, so I'm not going to play around with that. Okay, I am just not seeing where I need to be, which is funny. On the wrong building, I'm sure of it. I will figure this out. I swear. And I am not seeing what I'm looking for.
All I want is a bowl of popcorn and
So let's follow this down just a little bit in all four directions just to get our bearings. You see how easy it is to get lost. Oh, nice. That's cool. Nice little power station. I lost? There we go, I think. Maybe. Am I in luck? I don't recall. Good grief. Okay. Circling in. Getting close. Yes, I believe it is. Yep, there's the antenna. That's why I didn't see it. There we go. Now you found a shade tech box in here before. This time it's a lot easier. All right. So just to make sure, really get in there. Okay. So yes, Plymouth and J is the closest street, but it's nestled here right smack dab in the middle. Okay. There you go. Now you just look for, yes. Last one. Okay. Now the last thing you got to do, okay, is we're heading to this area right here in the middle of the bridge, okay? And it'll make more sense in a second. All right, so there, if you've been exploring like I have, you found probably already a mysterious, looks almost like a library in the middle of the bridge, okay, filled with paintings and books. And if you were really curious, you found a way down behind a fence that took you into the sewer. So let's see if we can get this right and get it to spawn on the first try. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Now this one is one of the longer ones so far that I've done as far as hunter masks go. Some of them have been a lot easier, like Roboto for the Cypher mask. Super easy. Just got to hit your target. But this one is probably the most complicated so far. We'll see. You can die. There we go. Okay. So in this area underneath the bridge. All right, we're going to follow the bridge. I'm trying to remember exactly where it is. I think it's on this side. Or it could be here. But we'll find it. Okay. All right, so we're walking around. We're looking for the cool secret lair. Here we are. All right, so this is where it is. Okay, it's Adams, on Adams Street. You'll see a car park, the big tunnel area. All right, if we did it right, the hunter's going to spawn over here. All right, so just toss that. Even though he'll pulse it, it'll come back to life and hopefully help me out. All right, so if you were smart, you found this, right? So you'll have to jump over the fence and shoot your way out. But you're going to come on down here. You're going to use the ladder. All right. Into a nice little hidden area. How cool. So you'll still follow the cable into this red room with several consoles. All right. And so you're going to come over here. And you're going to see survey systems online, linked devices 0 of 9. And you're going to click deactivate system. And here we go. Let's go fight that hunter. And he's going to pop up where we came in. All right, because now he's pissed that we were messing with his stuff. So let's see if we can kill this guy. Be careful, because if you get yourself caught up in a choke point here, it can be very, very bad.
restore hive detected.
Yeah.
Hostile air zero line detected. Detected. Friendly control point in proximity.
Can't even see him. There he is.
System restored.
And it looks like he hacked my turret. How rude. Okay, luckily we can see him. Where did you go? Oh, a mini turret.
System curtailed.
There he is. I see you. Okay, good to know. He can hack your stuff.
System activated.
And he's around here somewhere. There he is. See a yellow. Looks like I've got some buddies helping. How nice of them.
System disrupted.
And there he is, and there he is not. There we go. I love it when the extras get involved to help you out. So there we go. Got the ash key. There's the Redtail mask.
Incoming backup request.
Woohoo! All right. Sorry that took a little longer than expected. I might actually have to edit this video. Who knows? Okay, so it's going to be down towards the bottom probably, where they should be. All right, and there's the Redtail mask. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment if you liked it, if you didn't like it, and why. Did you have the same issues with getting the mask? And leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching. Fearless out.